Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Squid, and I got another battle for you today. Something pretty cool. I had this one backed up for a while, so I felt it was appropriate time to go up and bring up my battle against El Sala. Now, this was a Passerby battle, and I was impressed with this one for a Passerby battle. Now, I'm bringing Smeargle with me. I have Scarf Rotom. I have my Chlorophyll boosted Sawsbuck. I have my Weather Ball Roserade, which you don't see Weather Ball in this battle, but it's there. I have my Whimsicott, and if you are familiar with my Monotype tournament, you'll know what Whimsicott's here to do. He's my Prankster Sunsetter, so I get those 7 turns. I got the Heat Rock on him, and he's going to set me up. Also, I do have my Chandelure with me. This is a special Chandelure who is modest, so I'm full out attacking, but I kind of mixed up the HP and the speed EVs, just so I have enough speed to outspeed things that I wouldn't pretty much if I was just running like max HP, max special attack, and things that I won't outspeed, I'll have enough bulk to at least take a hit and retaliate back. Now, my opponent has a good solid team. Scary, you know Sticky Web's going to be there because Galvantula's there. Nidoking is, a huge abuser of Sticky Web because it has such good coverage, it's got good power, and the only thing he's missing is that speed stat, and that Sticky Web really helps him out. The Avalugg is going to be there as a huge defensive wall, so I do have to be a little careful with that. I do have to watch out for the Chandelure, because with the Sticky Web up, he will be able to outspeed my Chandelure, and I don't want any part of that. There's Bulky Togekiss, which nobody likes dealing with, and there's a Crawdaunt, which can abuse the Sticky Web as well. So this is definitely an interesting and intriguing battle, if you would. Now, to start this off, I know he's going to lead off with a Galvantula. It's as obvious as the sun in the morning. Now, I figured I'm just going to lead off with Smeargle because his only defogger would be the Togekiss, but that also does take away 25% every time he wants to switch in. And I also do have the Roserade, who will hit with super effective Sludge Bomb. So first turn I was actually expecting the Sticky Web, but he ends up just going for a T-Bolt. I do get the Stealth Rocks up. Now, that kind of does force his Galvantula to stay in because he doesn't want to break the Sash, and he will be able to take out my Smeargle anyway. Now, I figure, let me go into something that would be able to break the Sash, and then hopefully be able to take it out afterwards. So I am just going to go into my Rotom. I'm going to go for a Volt Switch just so I can break the Sash, because I know an Overheat will not kill from this range. Well, it would, but the Sash is going to prevent that. So I'm going to go into my Dude Fear, and I want to take advantage of the sun early. So the Sticky Web is there. Everyone's going to end up losing on their speed. I'm going to get -1 each time I switch in, unless it's Rotom, since he does have the Levitate ability. So I will get my Prankster Sun up. The sun's going to be there for a while because I also do have the Heat Rock. And I will also survive a Bug Buzz because the Fairy typing makes Bug type neutral on Whimsicott here. So I will be able to switch out into the appropriate switch, which I am going to end up going into my Rotom. Now, the problem with having Rotom is that I am walled by either one of my stabs. If I want to go for a Volt Switch, he could switch into the Nidoking. If I want to go for an Overheat, he has the Chandelure to soak it up with Flash Fire. But here I figured he's probably just going to let this thing go. Nothing wants to take a Volt Switch, and nothing wants to take an Overheat except for the Chandelure, but I don't think he would aggressively switch in case he guessed wrong and was Crawdaunt. So I am going to be able to take it out. Now here he's going to bring in his Crawdaunt. Now, I don't want to stay in just for the fact he might Dragon Dance, but if he does, I can always switch back into Rotom, and I can outspeed and Volt Switch and take it out. But he's just going to go for an Aqua Jet. Now, the Aqua Jet is not going to do anything to me. One, because Aqua Jet really is not that strong of a move, even though it does have adaptability, but it is in the sun, so it will be cut down by 50%. So I am just going to go for the safe Dazzling Gleam, because it pretty much hits everything on his team. Now, I'm going to end up staying in, and it turns out he's actually going to end up staying in too. I don't know why he ended up staying in, but I am just going to go for a Sludge Bomb. And fortunately for me, that's going to be, enough to take it out. And that means rocks are going to be up for the rest of the battle, which is perfect, because now his Chandelure is going to take away 25% each time. His Avalugg is going to be taking away 25%. So I'm in good position right now. He's going to end up switching in his Chandelure here. And I figured my best bet is just to go into Rotom, because if he wants to go for a Flamethrower, it's not going to do much. And if he wants to, which I assumed he was going to do since the Rosary was out there and a Shadow Ball wouldn't be able to kill. So he actually gives me really, really valuable information here. He lets me know that he is actually Life Orbed. Now, I'm going to end up going for a Volt Switch just on the off chance he wanted to stay in, predicting me to predict him to go into Nidoking and go for an Overheat. So I'm just going to make the safe play and go for a Volt Switch. He does bring the Nidoking in, so I am forced to switch out here. I am going to go into my Roserade to take whatever hit he wants to go for. Now, he is just going to end up going for the Sludge Bomb, which, actually, I'm pretty sure Nidoking gets Sludge Wave, so he should probably run that. I think it's like base 85, maybe 90 base attack. Well, that's irrelevant, but he is going to be faster because of the Sticky Web and take me out with an Ice Beam, so my Roserade is now done. I figured, hey, I might be a little ballsy here, and I thought maybe he would predict me to go for Overheat and then switch into his Chandelure so I could hit it with a Volt Switch, but he knows better than that. And I actually end up wasting my Rotom here, which is really kind of unfortunate because I definitely could have used it later on. So I figured I'm better off to just stay in and fodder off, just for the fact that I really have nothing that wants to come in and take a hit from the Nidoking. So now I'm going to take this opportunity to set up a Sunny Day, just because I do have the Prankster. I can set it up first. And I know he's going to go for the Sludge Bomb. I am 4 times weak to it, and that's going to straight knock me out. However, that actually helps me out in the long run, just for the fact that I will get maximum turns under the sun with my Sawsbuck now. There is one problem at this point with my Sawsbuck, because I was running Dual Stab and Normal in a Double Edge and Return. So I'm pretty much walled by Chandelure, but this Double Edge is going to destroy that Nidoking. I will take the Recoil, I will take the Life Orb, but that Nidoking really didn't stand a chance. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have Wild Charge because I was running the Dual Normal Stab. Grass is resisted, and Jump Kick is also immune. So I'm really forced to go for a Horn Leech here. It almost takes it out, which I was actually really surprised. And the good thing is that the data that we learned before was that Chandelure is Life Orbed. Now, I've brought him into a range of where he can get off one attack, and then the Life Orb is going to take it out. And at this point, I only had my Sawsbuck and my Chandelure left. So it didn't make sense to switch into Chandelure to take the Flamethrower, because the Life Orb wouldn't take it out. And then he would have outsped me and taken me out with a Shadow Ball the following turn. So now the Agalove comes in, and normally when I see these, I see like Toxic, Recover, Rapid Spin, and Avalanche. So I'm thinking, alright, I have Bulk in this. Let me go for a sub, because I could probably take an Avalanche. Now, he takes me completely by surprise, and he ends up going for a Crunch. Now, I didn't even know Avalugg got Crunch. I was not aware of this, and the unfortunate thing is, I could have just went for a Fire Blast and kept the Sun up against the Croton, because unfortunately, after this turn, the Sun will fade. Now, the Avalugg is going to be out. It's a Fire Blast, Modest, in the Sun, all that jazz, so it really didn't stand a chance. Now, I'm not sure, well, actually, I am pretty sure, that the Croton would have outsped me, just for the fact that I am underneath Sticky Web. I'm not running, like a Timid Nature, but I guess he really didn't want to take the risk here. So what happened is he's going to go for an Aqua Jet. I guess he figured it would have killed anyway, on which he was almost correct. I end up living the Aqua Jet on 25 HP, which is huge, which leaves me with the opportunity to go for an Energy Ball, knock him out, and win the battle 1-0. Such a close battle. Incredible. The fact that the spread that I have on my Chandelure being a little bulky, a little speedy, really came in huge here. The fact that the Sun faded and there was a full out, I don't know if he was, Jolly, I don't know if he was Adamant, but I was able to live the hit and retaliate back with an Energy Ball to take the game. This was a really good one. It was intense, really came down to the wire. As I love my battles to be, win or lose, I love them close. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more battles and all that other stuff. Saturday Night Live coming up Saturday, week 2 of Saturday Night Live with Squid. So look forward to that. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye.